Welcome back. Today's video is Greenlight. I've got some special hobby exclusive vehicles, including these brand new awesome castings, brand new for 2019 anyways. Really liking the look of this 2019 Ford F350 Lariat and dually version. All these are getting opened up for a full review, and I've got the latest Series 7 of the SD trucks. Several new castings in there, including that cement mixer and the highway long haul truck. A re-release of the Mack refuse recycling truck. We've seen that one before in green, now it's blue. So we're going to get all of these open up for you for a full review. I'm going to start this review with the SD trucks, ever popular and fairly easy to find in your local stores, at least here in North America, Canada specifically. These run around $12 Canadian per vehicle. And the packaging is pretty much still the same on all the backs of all three in the series. A little blurb on Mack Trucks, as is the theme. These are all Mack Trucks. We've got the Mack garbage recycling refuse truck, whatever you want to call it. Still no dumpster. Come on, Greenlight, we need that little dumpster. I'll talk about that a little bit later on perhaps, but this cement mixer looks amazing. The granite cement mixer. Granite? Very nice cab on that one. Tons of detail. And notice, functional cement mixer, which is quite cool. So that looks like it's going to do some rotating. Again, the packaging is the same. And the final vehicle in this three-part set is the 2019 Mack Anthem Highway Long Haul with the UPS paint job. So we'll get that out so we can see everything a whole lot clearer. Quite excited to see these trucks out in the open, and we've got the little Mack dog on the front. The Bulldog is on the hood, so that's a really nice and required addition for a Mack truck. So we're going to get those opened up, but we'll just quickly take a look at the packaging on this awesome piece. Now, I believe this is it says limited edition. Not sure how many it was limited to, but this is not a commonly found item in your store, I don't think. I got these on eBay. 2019 Ford F350 Lariat. So some awesome details there. Nice packaging. We're going to be opening that up. That's a big truck too. These are all perfectly 1/64 scale with each other. I believe this one was released at the end of 2018. There was a few different work type trucks that were released at that point. All Dodge Rams. This one's a 2018 Ram 3500 Laramie. And it's got this utility kind of cargo box tool storage thing on the back. Work Series, the Ram Work Series, that's probably where it was from, and that is an Outback exclusive, so it's something probably from the United States, not something I was able to find here in Canada. And then we've got this special exclusive from Bishop, a really nice packaging with the Gulf Livery, and it's got a driver with a helmet, very well detailed, little Gulf badge on his shoulder, and a beautiful Nissan Skyline, I believe. So, we're going to get that one out of the package as well. Skyline 2000 GTR, said right on that little box. And finally, Maijo exclusive, the Chrome Edition. We've seen a couple Chrome Edition cars in the past. I think I was just late to add this one to my collection. The Supernatural Join the Hunt 1967 Chevy Impala Sport Sedan. I pretty much just pick up every paint job on this one. Limited to 4,600 pieces. That's not very often you see an actual quantity number on Greenlights anymore. So that is interesting. Most of them just say limited edition. But irregardless, all cool castings, all getting opened up right now. Alright guys, I've got all the vehicles out of their packaging, and wow, they look a lot better out of the plastic in my opinion. I've just saved this one to open with you on camera because I feel like it's extra cool. So it's coming out presently. That big, heavy Ford dually truck. Looking forward to Greenlight's dually truck series, which should be coming out shortly. In the next couple months, I would say at most. Definitely in time for Christmas. I know that's a little bit of a ways away still, as we're only nearly up September 2019. But check out this beast. Amazing details all the way around. I'm just going to have to zoom in a bit. They've got those big mirrors on the sides as well, quite realistic. actual dually tires, all metal of course. You've got the hitch, which is compatible with the hitch and tow. No opening parts on this truck, but it does weigh a lot, and this would be a good candidate for the gooseneck trailers that Greenlight has in the hitch and tow series. It rolls really nice. And just to give you a size comparison of this vehicle, everything being of course proper 1/64 scale in the Greenlight universe of vehicles, check it out next to this little 1970s Nissan Skyline 2000 GT. Just tiny. In fact, the car even fits in the box. So if you had to, you could scrap your GT if it was that junky, carrying it in your truck. Probably wreck the tailgate. But anyways, I digress. Quite cool. That's a big truck. We've got the scale figurine here as well, which is a really nice touch, and I think I'm going to be including one of these figurines in my review videos going forwards, just to give you an idea of the actual scale. I mean, that looks about right. These are small little cars, and this looks about right. These are big trucks, you know. You typically, unless you're 7 feet tall, can't see over your Ford Super Duty, at least not over the roof. And now we've got the Dodge Ram Laramie, which is pretty cool. Also got the real dualies. This one has a plastic chassis. Printed number on it 1278. I notice there's no fifth column, so I would say this vehicle was produced in less than 10,000 anyways, for sure. And the back piece is metal as well. It's all metal, so other than the base, really nice piece. And a good size comparison between the Ford and Dodge heavy duty trucks in this comparison here. Vehicle lengths appear about the same. Ford's got a longer wheelbase, but quite comparable vehicles. Quite neat. In their class, I should say. Comparable in their class, probably comparable in lots of ways actually. Then we've got this chromey car. Of course, I had to give it a little bit of a buff. When I took it out of the package, oftentimes there's factory fingerprints and kind of this weird greasy slick. Some sort of byproduct of the finishing, or perhaps the plastic packaging. But you can see how shiny it is. The engine actually reflects off the inside of the hood. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to add that to my shelf of Impalas. And now let's look at the newest stuff. So we've got the big old recycling truck here. We've talked about this casting in my I'm Back video from, I think that was May or June 2019. So I won't go into too much more about it, but it is all plastic on the back. It's got a metal chassis and a metal cab. It's got these functional arms, and they tilt, so that would be used to move the dumpster and tip it into the top of the truck. I like these big rubber dualies, and it's got the I don't know if I noted that before, but you've actually got the Mack emblem, the dog, the bulldog coming out of the front of that truck. And we do on this cement mixer as well. It's on the hood there. Some awesome details all the way around. Unfortunately, I dropped my truck opening it. It only fell about 2 feet to the floor. But the steering wheel fell off inside the cab. I don't see any way of getting that back on easily without some disassembly. So I'm not going to bother. And this one has a lot of plastic on it. The cab's metal. The black part of the chassis is metal. But everything else that you see is plastic. And the functional cement mixer really isn't functional in my opinion. It's just, it rotates. So it rotates, but it doesn't rotate like on its own or anything. It just kind of, you can move it back and forth if you wanted to. Really nothing else going on with this casting. This part does not appear to pivot. In fact, no, I would probably break it right off if I tried. So really no functioning parts that I would consider functioning on this. Is okay, so you guys didn't put some glue at either end, so it doesn't, you know. Anyways, I like the casting. It's probably going to be the only one I add to my collection. I probably won't be doing, you know, every wave of these vehicles if they have the same ones coming up again, because one's enough for my collection. They also take up a heck of a lot of space. This is a big truck. This one's got lots of metal on it. The chassis is actually plastic. The cab is all metal, so I think they're just trying to keep the weight down, Keep the price point still attainable for a lot of collectors and maybe even some kids out there. They are fairly robust toys. I mean, there's lots of parts that could break off in play or if you drop them, but at the price point, they do make pretty decent toys for the scale and how cool they are. And of course, you know, they look pretty cool next to everything else. You've got some proper scale there. And let's just put it next to that big truck. So there you go. Some pretty effective scaling going on. I think that's quite nice. This truck has a giant sleeper on it too, so that definitely adds to the size of it. This is meant to carry a big, long, I would say a 53-footer trailer full of your UPS deliveries, such as a little box of Greenlights coming from the United States to Canada. And maybe a whole bunch of them. So that's my review on those trucks. Pretty cool. I like they roll nice. At least that one does. I don't think the cement mixer rolls all that great. Something going on with it's got a real wonky back axle. That happens every once in a while. Sometimes you can straighten them out. The recycling truck rolls pretty good. It feels fairly substantial. And of course all the other Greenlights, the smaller ones, seem to roll really nice. And there's that guy. Watch out! Boom! Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. Many more to come. Stay tuned and happy hunting.